Yes, sir. My name is Jacob Ballard, and I have 4 kids that attend Whiteside, the oldest in 8th grade, the youngest in kindergarten. I think I've been fortunate, me and my wife, we've been fortunate and blessed to be in Whiteside because our kids have had wonderful teachers throughout. And I know it's partly our responsibility to shape and mold our kids when they're at home, so when they come to school, they behave like we tell them at home. And our kids are not perfect. Sometimes they have lapses. Sometimes they don't do what they're supposed to do. And they have a problem. And unfortunately, everything that's going on Facebook and the internet about what's going on with the bullying and all that stuff, Belleville is not special. It's happening across our nation in different schools, and it's unfortunate and it's sad, and it's like a train wreck happening, and you can't do anything about it. So the reason I'm speaking out is, as far as the school board is concerned, based on what's happened, are you looking at changing some of your policies on how you handle the situation? Whether it be education in the classroom for the kids, as far as what is acceptable behavior in school, or back and forth with other students. And that's my greatest concern, because again, I wish I could pick up my, if something bad would happen to my kids, I wish I could pick them up and take them someplace else, but I don't think that's a possibility. Whiteside, we're here, we're gonna stay, but I wanna know what the school board is gonna do based on everything that's going on, because there has to be a change. Something has to be done to either prevent the stuff or educate the kids more. So that's all I got.
Especially after school or recreational activities, like you were saying. That would be the last thing I would look to do, is to cancel those. Like, that would absolutely be the last thing, honestly. That's research right there.
Keep these kids busy.
And I could send any of you, I'll send you, Peggy Burke, research on that, okay?
Mr. Ballard, thank you for commenting on the bottom. That way we have it documented as to your concern.
Ready? I'm gonna try and make this 5 minutes,
Can I
but
speak in before last one? You
Sure.
paper?
sure, sorry,
If
that's
you
up
would-
to you.
I'm sorry, my name is Dr. Jane Housing. It's been my privilege to be the social worker here for 17 years. And I want to say that this is a tremendous bunch of individuals. I put these teachers, these administrators up against any. I saw some of the ugliest, most hateful things on social media. It just broke my heart. I have seen these people, first of all, it's all about money is what I read. These people are all volunteers. They don't make a dime for putting in all these hours that they put in. That just makes me sick. These are amazing folks. And they're here for our kids and to make their situations better. I see these administrators that have gone out with me in the summer. We've given out 150 lunches in low-income neighborhoods in 105 degrees in the pouring rain. So all these things that I saw about the teachers don't care, they're in it for the money. I've seen teachers come up and wrap Christmas presents the very night after a house fire and restored an entire family's Christmas and brought it back wrapped. I've seen people bring in clothes to fill children's needs. I've seen teachers call me over the weekend, they're so sick, worried about a kid and something that's going on. Now, what happened is awful. It's unfortunate, I wouldn't wish it on anybody. And yes, I'm the one that does the restorative circles, if you're wondering if that's happening. We can't take all of the responsibility for the behaviors that come to school. But one thing we can do is work together. And what I'm seeing is just ripping everybody to shreds. There's nothing positive about what's gone on. Now, I saw it on social media before anybody at school even knew about it, which is sad.
Right.
This is all on YouTube first.
That's why, yeah, that's why that happened.
Pardon me, it's my turn. I waited. There was no reaching out to a teacher. There was no reaching out to anybody. It was online before any of us even heard. Now, these teachers are excellent. I put them, like I said, up against anybody. And I'm a mother, and I'm a grandmother, and I'm a great-grandmother. And it's unfortunate. It breaks my heart to think that I retire this year, because I'm invested in these kiddos, and I just look into those faces and wish I could make their world better, just like the other folks here. But I feel like this is just a witch hunt, truly. The hate that I have seen just nauseates me. I mean, I want things to be improved. Whatever we can improve, we'll do our best. But it's not going to happen if we're all ripping each other to shreds. Let's get on the same team and make it better for everybody.
We're ready for
Fill out a piece of paper, you want me to fill it out? I just have a comment, if I may.
Ms. Pratt?
You heard me open the board meeting with an 8th grade DC trip. I was told several times no for that 8th grade DC trip. I took the appropriate steps to my passion about the school, these kids, and these teachers, and found a travel company to come in and present to the board with me, for the board to listen as to why our kids needed an 8th grade DC trip, to have a trip of a lifetime, to bring all these diverse backgrounds together, to go to the capital of the United States, for them to have an experience. And the board voted yes. We picked a company that would allow children who maybe didn't have the socioeconomic means, parents, families that make under $85,000 for their trip to be funded. We've had parents step up in this community that are sponsoring kids to go on the trip to 8th grade DC. I haven't agreed with all of the teachers in this school. My daughter was going to be given ALC. I didn't understand why. I made a call. I asked to meet with the teacher. It did get emotional. It's my kid. The teacher and I agreed. What else can be done? Like you, we've been in this school district since my daughter has been in kindergarten. Is she a perfect kid? No. It's the behaviors, the character, and the attitude we instill in them. I had another incident. My kid was going to be in ALC for something I didn't necessarily agree with the policy. I made a comment. I called, came to the board, talked to the principal. Was I emotional? Yes. The protocols, the time, the passion, these are our kids. I'm a parent. I work a lot. But I volunteer at this school because these kids are our future. And when they see us give the all, and that we put our heart and soul into these kids, into these teachers, into the administration, I work with great parents on boosters, on PTC. It's what we give back also. I say a lot of times you get what you give. I tell my daughter that a lot. And so this isn't a perfect world. It's actually kind of scary sometimes. But I am passionate about kids. I'm passionate about teachers. I'm passionate about the administration. They don't get paid sitting on the board. We don't get paid for our volunteer hours that we put in at church or Girl Scouts or whatever that may be. I'm just saying, I haven't always agreed with this school. You saw me open with an 8th grade DC trip, but I'm excited that 43 kids in this school get to go on. And it's because I got told no several times. But if you want this to happen, come present and tell us why. So I just say, you know, at the end of all of this, it is about the kids, and we do need answers. But if we come together as a community and lift our kids, motivate our kids, help them to speak kind words, to know what to do when they're in that situation. Is it always going to be perfect? No. But in my heart of hearts, I think we can come together and make a difference. And that's what these comments are about. And this is what the board is about. And your words spoke, they moved me. And, you know, I will say, with a child that has many races, the school is full of diversity and ethnicity. And that's the beauty of Whiteside, too, because they can learn so much from each other. And so I just say that let's just be supportive of each other. Let's work it out. Let's listen. And let's wait for our answers. Let's see what the board can do to bring us these answers. Because these were about comments. And let's trust them that they're going to take these comments and they're going to come together and they're going to take action and they're going to execute. And that's what we do, right? That's what we do.
Okay, I'll stand, if you don't mind. So obviously, I was gonna ask some questions. I was hoping to get just a few answers, but I'll just go ahead and make my statement. I will try my best to do this in 5 minutes. But if you don't know me, I'll talk fast.
I'm willing to extend what you need.
Okay, the first thing that I wanted to say is I kind of just want everybody to take a moment, and it's interesting that the Facebook and the social media and all that crap has been brought up, but I wanted everybody to take a minute and look around at each other. Not saying anything, just looking around. Because what I see are black, white, Asian, men, women, big, little, grandparents are in here tonight. I want to make it very clear that when I came out on social media, and I stand behind it 100%, why I did what I did, that this was never about race. When I saw the video of my daughter being beat up, and she was doing nothing but asking for them to stop, I cried, then I yelled. But I never once saw color. I never once thought, oh my gosh, there are 6 children of color standing there around my white kid. You wanna know why? Because my house is filled tonight with children of color. My daughters